Long, long ago, before iron kissed fire, before the great rivers found their names, there lay a prosperous kingdom called Aruwil. It was a land of tall irako trees, red earth that glowed like embers, and drums that spoke the language of both man and spirit. Aruwil was ruled by King Oroma, a man loved by his people. He was said to be as wise as the tortoise, as brave as the leopard, and as generous as the heavens that send down rain. Under his rule, the granaries were full, the cattle were fat, and peace sat gently over the land like morning dew. But even the mightiest irako has a worm that can eat it from the inside. The night of the red moon. One fateful night, a strange red moon rose over the kingdom. The elders whispered that such a moon was a doorway, a sign that the spirit world walked close to the living. As the moon glowed, King Oroma walked alone near the forbidden river, Omiibanuj, the river of sorrow. It was said no human must linger there after sunset. But the king, restless and curious, stayed. Then he saw her. A woman emerged from the red-tinted mist, beautiful beyond mortal comprehension. Her skin shimmered like polished ebony. Her eyes glowed like twilight. Her hair flowed like a river of darkness. She wore a wrapper woven from moonlight and night shadows. Her name, she said, was Nzekiel, a traveler who had lost her way. But the truth hid in her smile. The king's undoing. From the moment he saw her, King Oroma's heart abandoned wisdom. He was lost, captured, enchanted. He returned to the palace with her, ignoring the warnings of the elders and the trembling of the diviners. Chief priest Odu bowed before the king and said, "My king, the spirits say danger walks behind this woman. Send her away, or Aruwil will fall." But King Oroma silenced him. Nzekiel became the king's obsession. He ignored matters of governance. He stopped attending council meetings. He stopped visiting the shrines of the ancestors. Soon, the crops began to fail. The rains delayed. Cattle fell sick. Children cried at night, claiming to see shadows moving through the village. Still, the king refused to listen. The woman's true form. One night, the chief priest and the elders gathered and performed a secret ritual to reveal who Nzekiel truly was. As the drumbeats rose, a blast of wind swept through the palace. The walls trembled. The torches went out. And the truth appeared. Nzekiel was not human. She was a Kammal, a spirit that feeds on kingdoms, draining their life until nothing remains but dust and sorrow. She survived by luring rulers with beauty, then feasting on their land like a plague. But before they could expose her, King Oroma stormed into the shrine in rage. He protected Nzekiel with his own life, shouting, "If she is evil, then let me be evil too. She stays." And with that, the bond was sealed. Aruwil falls. The kingdom collapsed quickly. The rivers dried. The farms withered. Warriors lost their strength. People fled in fear. And through it all, Nzekiel smiled, feeding on the kingdom's dying energy. The palace dimmed like a fading flame. King Oroma grew thin, pale, and hollow-eyed, yet he still clung to her like a child clings to warmth. Soon, the great drums of Aruwil fell silent. The marketplace grew empty. The ancestors turned their backs. Aruwil, the once proud kingdom, died. All for one woman. The last sacrifice. But the spirits had mercy. One night, King Oroma awoke and found the palace cold and empty. Nzekiel was nowhere to be seen. He stepped outside and saw what his obsession had caused. The land was now a wasteland, cracked earth, empty huts, bones lying where cattle once grazed. Realizing his folly, the king fell to his knees and cried until the earth softened beneath him. In his deep sorrow, he offered his life to the ancestors as compensation. The ground opened beneath him. A wind carried his soul away. And the kingdom, though still abandoned, was freed from Nzekiel's curse. Moral of the story. From that day, the elders of many lands told the tale of King Oroma to their children. Beauty without truth can destroy even a mighty kingdom. Guard your heart, for not everything that shines is meant to be loved. And as for Ezekiel, the calm Mao? They say she still walks under the red moon, searching for another king foolish enough to love her.